Welcome to the Thought Boss podcast. This is your host, Nicole. I'm here to show you that all the help you need is already inside of you and that you're far more powerful than you give yourself credit for. I'm glad you're here. Now let's turn you into a Thought Boss. Season 2, Episode 3. One version of the title is Leading from Your Heart instead of other people's expectations. And I know that's a long title, but that's the best one I could come up with. So, first of all, if there is no other reason to lead from your heart instead of trying to meet other people's expectation, if this was the only reason, it's just that it feels so much better. Leading from your heart is actually really easy. Creating content and showing up on social media or leading a team, however you do it, creating content for your body of work, doing it from other people's expectations is exhausting. The way that you'll know that you're doing this is if you can't come up with anything to write, or if you question literally everything that you create or say, and every time that you create something, you're thinking of the people that are following you and what they're going to think. Now, you're not weird if you do this. This is actually the default of your brain because you're human. But it's coming from a place of survival. People pleasing is always about survival to your brain. It thinks it has to make sure everybody's happy in order for you to survive. And it tells you it's very dangerous. But it's not really necessary. If people leave you, it's okay. It's going to be okay. More people are coming. If people don't like you, that's okay. They're grown-ups and they can handle their own emotions. Even if literally everybody abandoned you over something, you would find other people. There is no lack of people. If your tribe rejects you, go find a new tribe. It's as easy as hopping on Instagram and creating a new account. There are literally solutions to the worst case scenario here, even though that's probably not going to happen. So here's how you might find yourself falling into this trap of people pleasing. Even if you didn't start out people pleasing, if you started a business and it was because of, I really love this thing and this is what I want to share and it's amazing. So what can happen is that you start sharing something that's from your heart. That's just who you are and it's exciting to you. And then you start getting people's attention and they like it. They like what you're saying and you think, oh, wow. This is awesome. And then your brain goes to this place that automatically wants to make sure that they always think that it's awesome. And so it's like, okay, how can we recreate this? And there is nothing that will put a damper on your creativity, like thinking I have to recreate what I just created in order for people to stay, in order for them to like me. You just have to continue on as if their compliment really did nothing. You can say, thank you. That was awesome. I'm so glad that I could help them, but I'm going to continue to do what I want to do and show up the way that I want to show up and offer what I want to offer. So the tricky part is that your brain will tell you that it feels right. It feels right to make sure that you're offering things that people want and that you're asking them what they want and you're only offering this, this, and this. That will feel right because it feels good. Because people are speaking up because they're saying something. And so your brain will continue from a place of what are people going to like instead of what do I actually want to share. It's kind of a trip, but actually not caring at all what your people think is the way that you actually keep creating content that people are obsessed with. Have your moment of wow, that really resonated with people. This is really awesome. But don't blame it on the content, blame it on you being yourself. And then you don't have to recreate the content. You just have to continue to be yourself because that's actually what they liked. They liked that you were showing up as yourself, that you weren't apologetic, that you were just I really love this thing and I'm going to share it with you because I love it, not because you're asking for it, not because I think that you'll like it, just because I love it. So the thing is, you're not actually here to make money. You're really not. The earth is richly abundant with all the things that you need. Your brain will tell you, I need people to like me because like if they like me, they'll buy from me and then I'll survive. But the truth is you're always going to figure out how to survive. So there's not really any need to people please so that people will take care of you. Like they don't need to take care of you. You can take care of yourself. We are not cavemen anymore. There's not an alpha who decides if you get to eat or not eat or sleep in the comfort of the treehouse or not. Like you're taken care of. You're okay. There are always ways, legal and moral ways, to get what you need. And when you believe that, it always works out. So then we have to ask the question, well, why am I showing up? Anything on top of basic needs is just extra. You're figuring out a way to stay alive, or you're already figuring out a way to stay alive day to day. Now your job is to figure out, what does the next step look like? Why did I start this business? Why did I decide to lead this movement? Why do I even want people to follow me? Do I want to make things more beautiful? Do I want to just share my gifts, the ones that I was born with, that are on the hard drive that I was born with the whole entire world, or with this specific group of people? Or do I want to take something that has happened to me and help other people escape like the feeling that you had back then, and like help them through something that you have been through? Or does it look like ending emotional and mental suffering so that not only can we stay alive, but that we can do it in peace and mental safety? So once the basic needs are taken care of survival, now you get to ask, well, now what do I want? Like if I could do anything and I didn't have to worry about basic needs, what would I want to tell people? What would I want to share with them? And you get to decide what that looks for you, but you don't need the approval of anyone else to do that thing, because you're already taken care of. You have what you need. If that belief is hard for you, don't worry. We're doing more. I'll do another episode on changing your beliefs. But for now, what if it's just true that you have everything that you need? So this is how to figure out what you want to share when it's not based on what other people are going to think of you. So just start by asking yourself these questions. Who am I? If all the people in my city or my state or my country disappeared for like a day and I could go do anything that I wanted, what would I do? What am I drawn to? Would you go to Whole Foods and stock your fridge with all the gourmet ingredients and then like cook up the most amazing meals? Would you go to the movies? Would you go shopping? Would you want to go to the spa? Would you relax? Would you read a book? Like your answer, you're going to think that everybody else has the same answer. But if you just think about it for a minute, like really get specific about what that would look like. Now, if you're a leader or you're on social media, then let's go back to this analogy and ask, if I was completely alone and everybody was going to come back one by one, who would I bring back first? Who are the people that are my people that I would want to spend my time with? What do they look like? What do they sound like? What do they do? How do they show up? And remember that this is who my people are. So these are questions that you'll have to take a little bit of time to answer, but the insights are really, really key. So don't worry about them being too different or too the same or boring or not good enough. Just trust that what you want is totally cool enough and fun enough and perfect, okay? Now, if social media was only filled with people who are obsessed with you, okay? I want you to think about this. We get on social media and we think, oh, I don't know if they like me. Like, do my followers like me? Do they like what I'm sharing? Trust me, they like you because they decided to follow you. And so I just want you to tell yourself, literally every time you get on social media, that everybody on the opposite end is like a 20-something mom at a JT concert. Like every time that you post something, they're screaming and they're excited and they're like, so-and-so posted. I'm so excited to see what she says. Like, just assume that they're totally obsessed with you or they wouldn't be there. So if you assumed that no matter what you posted, people would be obsessed with it, what would you be posting? What would you not be posting? What would you share? Because I think that we think that we're sharing stuff that we like, but most of the time it's like we're putting stuff out there. We're like, so do you like this? Like, was this good enough? Or like, do you want me to like change it a little bit? Like, we're constantly asking the question with what we say. We're saying it in a careful way. And we're asking our audience the question, is this good enough? Like, please tell me that this is good enough. We're looking for validation. And guess what? You just get to validate yourself. You could get off social media and be like, oh my gosh, that was amazing. Like, that was so good. I love what I just made. And nobody might comment on it. And that's going to happen plenty of times. And it still doesn't mean anything about you or about your content. So I just want you to think about this, because we tend to think that if people aren't responding, that it means that our content is not good. And sometimes it just means that like people didn't see it. And so if you love what you're posting, keep posting it, because your people are going to show up. So just assume that everybody who's there is really excited that you're there, and post for them. So in order to do that, here are some things you might need to believe to show up like that. I am loved, fiercely loved by everyone who is following me. My people are waiting for me. The people who are obsessed with everything I do are waiting for me to be 100% myself. They are dying for some realness. Who I am at my silliest, my most serious, and funnest is exactly what people want. I serve people just by showing up as myself every single day. I trust that being myself will create the growth and progress that I want. I trust that when I am at ease, that's when magic happens. And when magic is present, I automatically reach my goals. If these thoughts are difficult for you, you may need to practice them. And then add something to the beginning of each one, like it's possible that people want me to be real. Or maybe it's true that I'm loved. Like there's a chance. Just make it a possibility for you. I'm so excited for you guys to get your hands on this message, and I'm going to be talking a lot more about how we show up on social media, but this is what it looks like to lead from your heart instead of other people's expectations, and it's just the quick version. If you want your own affirmations or you want to talk to me personally, I always offer a free 1-hour call to see if we're a good fit, and if that's true, you can listen to the outro message. It'll tell you the same thing. But October specifically, I'm filling up with consultations so that we can get started before the beginning of the year and you can get exactly what you want before summertime. It's going to be amazing. So that's it for today. And I'll see you next time. Bye.